married for 2 years, in a relationship for 6. We have a lot of joint finances and bills totaling $3,229 a month. And this was all very surprising, the way that he left the marriage financially and support wise, physically wise, all of it. It left me very stressed emotionally and also homeless. And this caused all of our finances to be completely in arrears. And I've been working as hard as I can, but I now am only making take home $400 a week. But I am doing the best I can to pay the bills.
This case escalates fast. What starts as a financial dispute between a married couple quickly turns into a battle over credibility, responsibility, and survival. One spouse says she was abandoned financially and left homeless. The other says he was forced out for safety reasons. And at the center of it all, thousands in shared debt, limited income, and a court trying to untangle who's truly accountable. Stick with this because the financial math, the contradictions, and the judge's final decision will surprise you.
But they're all overdue. And he has not reached out at all to help with any of these matters. And that's it, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Mr. Van Huizinga,
Yes, Your Honor.
you want to respond to the requests?
Well, Your Honor, those are kind of half truths that she's telling you right now. Yes, our finances were combined, but I didn't leave of my own accord. She started recording our conversations, and then she proceeded to tell me that she didn't feel safe with me anymore. We were living in our van at the time. So at that moment, legally, I was kind of forced to leave the situation, which she also took the vehicle keys and never let me have access to the vehicle in the first place. She obviously, it came to the point where she was obviously going to start, legal proceedings against me. At that point, I had to leave for her own safety as well as for my own emotional and mental safety. So it wasn't me leaving by my own accord, Your Honor.
This is a pivotal moment. Notice how the judge immediately redirects the conversation away from blame and toward finances. In family court, intent matters far less than numbers. The court isn't here to decide who felt wronged. It's here to determine who has income, who has expenses, and how both parties survive moving forward. The emotional backstory may explain the breakup, but legally, the court's job is to divide obligations, not resolve relationship trauma. So the real question becomes, who can actually pay?
Okay, that honestly, at this point, it really doesn't matter to the court. It's more of having, trying to figure out how to deal with your joint finances and set you both on a path to separate lives. Let's see. And Mr. Van Huizinga, you get a VA benefit as well as Social Security benefit. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, but my Social Security all goes to child support.
Okay. But then you have $4,305 in veterans benefits that you're living on?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right.
But at the moment, I'm in transitional housing.
Okay, tell me what that means.
So after she had me leave the vehicle, I didn't have anywhere to stay, so I called 211, and I got
Okay.
linked in with community rebuilders.
Okay, so you're not actually paying for your housing at the moment?
No, but I have to pay for my housing to get into it by the 15th.
Of January?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And is there a child support order? Oh, that's child support in another case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. Okay, but bottom line is, and you said it takes all of it? It should only be taking 50%.
No, they take all of it, Your Honor. I pay $1,600 a month in child support.
Okay. And Ms. Puro, would you agree with that?
No, he does get a kickback of quite a bit. They take an amount already out of his VA pay and then some also from his Social Security. So he does get an additional, I think, 400 to 500 kickback in his checking account on top of the VA pay. Sorry, Social Security does not all go to child support is what I am inferring.
Okay, but the total that he pays essentially is equal to what he receives in Social Security?
I would say that I believe he pays around $1,400 a month for both cases that he
Okay.
has.
All right, and his Social Security is $1,239 a month?
I believe
That's
yes.
what you submitted with your
Yep,
motion.
that makes
Okay, all
sense.
right. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what's
Hmm.
left. So it sounds to me like the veterans benefit is what is left, and then ma'am, you said $400 a week?
$400 is my take home pay.
Okay. And what is taken out of your pay?
I make 14.62 an hour, and so what comes back to me is basically $12.15 an hour. I
Do you
have
have anything
1,600.
deducted? Do you have anything deducted other than taxes?
Oh no, just regular taxes.
Okay, and are you taking extra withholding?
No,
Okay, so your take home is about 1,600 a month?
yes.
All right. And who has the vehicle?
I have the vehicle. Mr. Van Isinga has not had a driver's license in maybe a decade or more, so I'm the only one that can drive the vehicle.
All right. And
It's
uh,
currently, I'm not driving it because I can't afford to pay the insurance. What I make only covers my rent and then $7 a day for food.
all right. Um, and sir, how much is your rent going to be? Do you know?
My rent's gonna be around 1,700 a month.
Okay. All right. And what are the total debt payments per month, Ms. Pearl?
$3,229. That is my monthly budget, me and his bills that were combined. I didn't
Okay.
Your,
put a cell phone in there, which is $100 a month, I believe.
Your Honor, with all due respect, she's not counting the money that I work for her for.
I don't understand that statement. Explain that to me.
I work for her under her LLCs as well as doing Uber Eats and DoorDash, and I did more than half the work, and she got the money for it, so I didn't count that. We didn't even, I didn't even consider that.
You're not doing that now, though, right?
No, I haven't done that in the 3 months that we've been separated.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what your budgets are going forward, your respective budgets. Um, yeah, honestly, given your financial circumstances, I don't see how either one of you is going to make these debt payments. And I don't usually encourage people to file bankruptcy.
This is the harsh reality check. When a judge openly mentions bankruptcy, it signals financial collapse, not punishment, but practicality. Both parties are underwater. One has VA benefits but looming rent. The other has employment income that barely covers food and shelter. Shared debt doesn't magically disappear just because a marriage ends, and the court can't order money that doesn't exist. This moment forces a sobering realization. No one is winning here. The system is choosing the least damaging option available.
But I'm not quite sure what else, what other avenue you have. Um, and are these debts in both of your names?
There is a PayPal account that was paid off that's in my name, but we used it for extensively our household as well as trip finances that we took together. And that is all of our debt and together that we accumulated, as well as $2,500 in overdraft. It's in my name, but it was used for household finances. That's my checking account. That's negative $2,500 right now. because I
Okay.
gave Mr. Van Isinga all of my cash and money that I had for government loans.
We can't do a trial right now, which is what you're kind of asking me to do. Mr. Van Isinga, have you contributed to any of these expenses since you've been separated?
I gave her $700 the first month that I was, because she sent me a text message saying that she needed money. So I did Zelle her $700. And but then I had to stop sending her money because it started getting, text wise, it started getting weird. She started threatening me with like bench warrants and stuff. So I just had to cut contact at that point.
And how long have you been married?
2 years.
2 years?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is the balance on the PayPal?
It is over $8,000, but that's also incurring late fees because I couldn't afford to pay any of it. I was homeless without any food or anything.
Okay. How much is the payment on the Toyota?
It is $899. Insurance on it is $343.
And what is the age of this vehicle?
It is a 2022 Toyota Sienna.
Okay. Again, you may have to turn that in and get something cheaper. I don't know how the two of you are going to make this work. Yeah, obviously we're making it work during the marriage. I don't know how you're going to make it work in a divorce because two households are more expensive than one for sure. At this point, I will order temporary spousal support of $500 a week from Mr. Van Isinga to Ms. Pearl. And again, that's temporary, and we'll resolve this case at trial. Is there anything further?
$500 a week, Your Honor?
No, I'm a month, $500 a month. I'm sorry.
The judge ultimately orders temporary spousal support of $500 per month, not per week, a crucial clarification. This ruling isn't about assigning blame. It's about stabilizing both parties while the divorce proceeds to trial. The takeaway? Financial dependency during marriage carries legal consequences after separation. Courts prioritize survival over fairness, math over emotion.
I misspoke if I said that.